From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Tuesday, May 17th, 2016. Silver is trading at $17.22 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,276 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $459. Antiwar.com reports U.S. and other Western nations are reportedly planning to begin arming Libya's unity government, one of three extant governments in Libya and the one with by far both the smallest territory and the fewest military forces. Secretary of State John Kerry met with the Prime Minister of this government, again one of three, insisting that the U.S. has to start backing the unity government because it is the only legitimate one in Libya and has to start work. Formed earlier this year in Tunisia, the unity government was a government in exile for months before sneaking into Tripoli recently. Since then, they hold just a small fraction of this single city. They are one of two Libyan governments formally backed by the UN as legitimate. The U.S. has apparently decided that the unity government is more legitimate than the elected Tobruk parliament, however, and the Treasury Department imposed sanctions on the Tobruk parliament's president last week for not endorsing the unity government as superior to his own. The initial UN plan was for the unity government to bring together the Tobruk and Tripoli parliaments, but instead it seems now the plan is to just anoint them as the only government and work to destroy the existing parliaments. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports a federal lawsuit says a 24-year-old man diagnosed as psychotic and delusional was left to starve to death for months in a Virginia jail cell. An attorney representing the family of Jamichael Mitchell detailed his 101 days behind bars at Hampton Roads Regional Jail in a 112-page lawsuit filed last week in U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Virginia. Roxanne Adams, Mitchell's aunt, is listed as the plaintiff and administrator of his estate. She is asking for $60 million in damages. The lawsuit names 31 defendants, including state mental health officials, jail administrators, guards, healthcare workers, and court employees. Mitchell, who was arrested for stealing $5.05 in candy and soda from a convenience store, according to a state medical examiner office, died on August 19th of heart problems and weight loss. Jail staff denied him many meals, cut off the water to his cell, and left him with no clothes, bedding, or shoes as he smeared feces on the window of his cell. The jail conducted an internal investigation that cleared its employees of wrongdoing, but it has refused to release that report. No jail employees or state mental health department workers have lost their jobs because of Mitchell's death. Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe said he's deeply disturbed by Mitchell's death and does not think Mitchell should have even gone to jail. You can support FPP Radio by shopping online. Whether you're looking for precious metals, bitcoins, or books, you'll find that and more at shop.fppradio.com. Every purchase you make from one of my affiliates, like Namecheap and Amazon, at shop.fppradio.com helps fund FPP Radio. Or you can shop directly from FPP with Bitcoin in the Bitcoin store. That's shop.fppradio.com. Reuters reports the ideologically deadlocked Supreme Court on Monday failed to resolve a major case involving the Obamacare law's mandatory birth control coverage, telling lower courts to reconsider the matter after tossing out their rulings favoring President Barack Obama. The court did not rule on the merits of the legal challenge by nonprofit Christian employers who objected to the 2010 healthcare law's requirement that they provide female workers with medical insurance paying for contraceptives. The court's action avoided a possible 4-4 split that would have affirmed the lower court rulings. The court, shorthanded following the death of Antonin Scalia, threw out 7 rulings by federal appeals courts around the country that had backed the Obama administration. The justices handed at least a short-term victory to the religious employers, primarily Roman Catholic organizations. Among the employers challenging the contraceptive mandate were the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Washington and Pittsburgh, the Little Sisters of the Poor Order of Nuns, and several Christian colleges. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.